You're listening to the Weekend Sport Podcast with Jason Pine from News Talk ZB.
Ferns have pulled off a nail-biting one-wicket win over Pakistan and Christchurch to win their one-day international series with a game to spare, chasing 220 in fact 221 to win in 50 overs. The White Ferns cruising 155 for 2, but then a collapse saw the last wicket pairing of Fran Jonas and Leah Tahuhu scrape together the 13 runs needed to win with 7 balls to spare in an unbroken stand for the 10th wicket. The win gave New Zealand an unassailable 2-0 lead in the series. Third game's on Monday, also in Christchurch. Maddy Green was player of the match.
Maddy Green, she gets her 6th one-day international women's 50 as well. Amply supported in this partnership and batted beautifully. And a great time to do it for her side.
83 off 96 balls eventually for Maddy Green. How are the fingernails, Maddy, after watching the final stages of that one last night?
Yeah, there's not too much left of them. But yeah, just pretty awesome for Fran and Leah to get the job done, 9 wickets down. That's never an easy situation to walk into for them, but I thought they were awesome.
All right, so you're 208 for 9. Fran Jonas comes out to join Leah Tahuhu. Before last night, Fran Jonas had only batted 4 times in one-dayers, 1 not out, 0, 0 and 1 not out. Did you have faith that she'd be able to help Lee get you guys home?
Well, funnily enough, there's been a couple of times in the nets that Susie Bates and Millie Kerr practiced test match batting with Fran and that she has to survive at one end. So it sort of prepared her quite well for that situation. But no, I thought she looked pretty solid out there, and she might have a thing or two to teach some of us about that shot through mid-wicket that she played. I thought she did a great job.
I thought that too, actually, and you could see she was really pumped up once she started to feel a bit more comfortable. How was she afterwards? She must have been stoked to play, a pretty crucial role in a tight win like that.
Yeah, she was really happy, and she worked hard on her batting. I think obviously bowling and fielding are her primary focus, but she has been working really hard on her batting. I thought she looked really solid, and we certainly celebrated her new top score of 5 not out very well after the game.
I bet, and rightly so. It was all going along so nicely when you and Susie Bates were batting together. You get sort of to 150 odd for 2. What happened after the two of you got out?
Yeah, it was a funny one. When Susie and I were sort of out there, we spoke about not wanting to leave it to anyone else. And I think that just shows you when you've got to put a big partnership together and then suddenly you lose a wicket. It's never easy for people that have been sitting on the sideline to just come out there and continue on for what they're doing. They have to start again. And we sort of gave Pakistan a sniff. And I thought, they bowled well in that particular situation and took some pretty crucial wickets. But, I think from a lessons point of view for us, it's about, making sure that we've got a senior player out there doing the job and finishing the game off. And certainly for me and Susie, we're both extremely disappointed to get out. But as I said, it was really cool to see Leah and Fran show some cool heads out in the middle towards that back end and get the job done.
Even though you say you're disappointed in getting out, it continued a really good run for you in this series across the T20 and 50 over stuff, 151 runs for just twice out. How happy are you with the way you're batting in general?
Yeah, I feel like I'm batting okay. I think the older I'm getting, the more I'm understanding my game and the more confident I seem to be out in the middle. And sometimes when you walk into a situation like I was in yesterday, you feel like you've got a little more time and all you have to do is just settle in and bat. And, Susie's awesome to bat with. She's such a calm head and, she obviously scores a pretty good clip too, so that just takes the pressure off. So, yeah, obviously pleasing to get some runs. It'll be nice to finish the job in the next game.
And bowling-wise, yesterday you bowled them out off the last ball of the 50 overs for 220. Were you relatively happy with the way you bowled and fielded yesterday?
Yeah, I think so. I thought we started really well with the ball. Leah Tahuhu and Hannah Rowe really put the pressure on up top and probably had the best of the bowling conditions earlier in the day. And as the sun sort of came out and it heated up yesterday in Christchurch, that wicket flattened out. We knew it was a good track. So I think both teams possibly made it look a bit tougher than it was out there. But I thought we bowled well. Potentially our fielding in this series hasn't been quite what we'd like it to be. But, it's something that we're focusing on and trying to bring energy out there in the middle. And, it's just a continual work on for our group.
Having lost the T20 series, how much desire is there in this White Ferns camp to put things right in these 50 over games?
Yeah, look, I think any time you play for New Zealand, you're going out there to win, and we've been, disappointed in how that T20 series went. But I think credit to Pakistan in the way that they played as well. They're an improving side, and they've really put pressure on us throughout different times in the series. And obviously from the 50 over format, there's the added context of having ICC championship points and World Cup qualification on the line as well. So for us to get 2 wins in the first 2 games is really pleasing, and it's just another step forward into helping us hopefully qualify for that World Cup. I think it's in India in 2025.
How are the lights at Hagley Oval to bat under?
Yeah, it's nice. It's a beautiful ground. I love playing at Hagley Oval. We're very lucky in New Zealand. We've got some beautiful grounds around this country, but such a wonderful ground. And typically under lights, it tends to get a little bit better. Potentially, because it was so hot yesterday, there wasn't as much dew potentially as it sometimes is at Hagley, so it didn't quite skid on under lights as we thought it might have. But yeah, it's a beautiful ground, and yesterday it was such a stunning backdrop, sort of watching the girls at the end of the game. We're all looking up at the sky saying, Jesus, this is beautiful, but wow, we're nervous.
Oh, exactly the same on the TV. Exactly the same on the TV. These beautiful shots of the sunset, and then hang on a sec, we're 9 down out here.
Yeah, maybe that was helpful in sort of calming us down a little bit. Yeah,
maybe.
It's a beautiful place to play cricket.
Good stuff. So following the third one day, back there on Monday, the next international cricket, from what I can see for the White Ferns, isn't until mid-March when England come for 5 T20s and 3 one-days. Does that mean that most of you will go back and play the majority of the Super Smash season?
Yeah, look, after the series, we head straight back into Super Smash and then HBJ cricket. So, awesome that we're able to be home for a lot of the summer with our domestic sides and hopefully adding value there. And, hopefully it's another close Super Smash series again this year. And, there's always internal rivalry amongst the White Ferns whenever we play each other. So I'm really looking forward to that.
You're back in Auckland now. It's not much of a day here in Wellington today, I can report. I know that probably won't surprise you too much, having been here for a bit. Are you okay back in Auckland? You're not missing Wellington at all?
Yeah, look, I love my time in Wellington. It was great for me and my cricket, and I'm an Auckland girl and from Auckland, so it's nice to be able to move back home and, hopefully have an impact on a younger group. I think the Wellington Blaze are a fantastic side and really well established, and they know how they want to play their cricket and confident about the way they want to play their cricket. And I think for me, hopefully I can have a bit of a leadership role with a younger group in Auckland. Really talented group, but haven't had too much experience behind them, so hopefully I can go back and add something to that team.
What a great answer. What a great answer that was. That was outstanding. Well, we do miss you here in Wellington, but totally understand that you're from Auckland and that's where you're playing your cricket now and playing it really, really well. Maddy, great to chat. Well done last night, and look forward to seeing how Monday plays out and then on through the rest of the summer as well.
Cheers. Thanks, Piney.
Thanks, Maddy. Maddy Green there out of the White Ferns.
For more from Weekend Sport with Jason Pine, listen live to News Talk ZB weekends from midday or follow the podcast on iHeartRadio.